What's up, Internet? It's your boy Tenku, and today I want to talk about a little anime that not a lot of people are talking about, not pretty well known, but it's a new anime of the season, and I really enjoy it. That anime is My Roommate is a Cat. You have the main character, who's named Subaru, who's an author. He writes mysteries. He's always been entrenched in books his entire life. Who one day comes upon a cat who ends up being named Haru, and it's about them, their relationship, their daily life together. A very slice of life, very good. What ends up happening is Subaru's parents die when he's very young, and so that kind of traumatizes him a little bit. So it becomes a bit of a neat, not really liking to go outside, things like that. But he's a pretty good author, writes a lot of mystery novels. So one day, when he's meeting his editor, they're talking about him coming up because he's kind of blocked, that he's not getting any ideas for stories or anything like that. So he goes to pay a visit to his parents' grave and bring them their offerings as they do. And when he's busting out his offering for his, parents, a cat jumps out of nowhere, eats up the offering, and scares him. And that jogs his creative juices to get him going and makes him come up with a idea for a mystery novel. And so in order to kind of keep that inspiration going, he takes in this stray cat, brings it home with him, and feeds it. And what's really unique about this anime, what I really like about it, is there's two perspectives each episode. The first perspective, first half of the episode, is from the human perspective. What he thinks, him getting over his anxiety, his inner thoughts when, people like his editor comes over, and, he has a friend that always comes over and brings him food because he never eats. He's just writing all the time. And then, of course, the second half of the episode is that perspective of the cat and what the cats think, what's going on, and like how crazy this human is, and coming from a stray cat to becoming a house cat and learning how to live with a human and things like that. It's pretty entertaining. What I really like about it is both characters have really tragic stories, because as the story progresses, you learn about the cat as a stray, things he's learned on the street, what's happened to her, and of course, on the human side, he's learning to be not so shut in, having to go outside because, he runs out of cat food, so he has to run to a cat store to get food for the cat because he wants to make sure it's fed, and his anxiety that takes over, and his problems with interacting with other humans, and how a lot of the stuff starts to melt away as him and the cat, who's named Haru, of course, gets closer. And it's just a really wholesome slice of life anime that I happen to enjoy. One of the best things about it is some of the people he meets and the interactions between him and his editor, who is totally bonkers about cats. Totally loves cats, but he can't have one because his wife's allergic to cats. So because his writer, the person he's in charge of, has Haru, he's always coming over now to play with Haru and try to play with the cat, and that gives the writer, Subaru, anxiety because he doesn't like to have people in his home, but his editor is over his house all the time just so he can play with his cat, which is kind of funny, and he gets kind of used to it. And his best friend, who's been with him since the beginning, keeps coming over and bringing him food and vegetables because the guy never goes grocery shopping and he doesn't eat at all, which is kind of a funny thing when you think about it. And so the main character, Subaru, always gets anxious and, comes with tries to pull back and shut in, but he can't because he has this cat he has to take care of now, and he has to go to the pet shop all the time to get stuff. There's an entire episode dedicated to him just buying a collar for the cat, and it's really adorable, to be honest with you. It's, again, a really wholesome anime, and his interactions that he has with people that he meets on the streets, and of course him about writing his novel and learning about his past, and of course the big thing about learning about the cat and learning about the cat's past and everything the cat's been through. So it's only a 12 episode arc. I don't know how far they're going to go because I haven't read the manga or anything like that. I'm just watching the anime. But I am quite enjoying it, and so I do recommend people like it if you just want a simple slice of life, take her easy, watching about this cat. Every once in a while you might get a little tearjerker moment coming on when you learn about the cat and what's happened to it. But it is a really good watch, and so I would definitely wholeheartedly recommend this anime to anybody who wants to check it out. Again, it's just a simple slice of life, but it's very, very intriguing for the two points of views, Haru the cat and of course Subaru the human, and their interactions with each other and how they see the events that they experience together very differently. And it's just really wholesome and really, really good watch. So again, if you have any comments or if you guys have watched it, tell me what you think. If you want to hear more from me, go subscribe to my channel so you can get notified if I come out with new videos, and I will see you all next time.